me get everyone caught up real quick. So This Little Piggy came on Friday. I promoted it on Who Are These Podcasts last Wednesday. We talked about the fact that Moody and I had an interview with one of the inmates at Stearns County Correctional Facility where Aaron was for a week. And it's actually an inmate that Aaron talked about quite a bit, this guy Mikey. And him and Mikey got along famously. And Aaron was very concerned about his plight and wanted to help him. And actually, Mikey inspired Aaron to become the attorney that he is in 3 years. And so it was a really touching story that Aaron had. And we thought maybe we should talk to Mikey and get his take on how things went. And so Moody and I spent, I don't know, maybe an hour, felt like an eternity, but maybe an hour we spent playing the interview with Mikey on This Little Piggy. And boy, did people not like that. I failed miserably. It was a debacle. The chat was not happy with what we were playing. And it's funny because the speculation that I was scrambling based on what the chat was doing, I wasn't looking at the chat. I had no idea what was going on. I was just presenting this thing. I'm like, then we asked him this and he said that. Basically, in a nutshell, the reason why people were not happy about it is because Mikey was agreeing with what Aaron was saying about his time in jail, that Aaron was having a lot of fun, that he was a good basketball player, that a CO recognized him from Steel Toe. And so these things upset people because they wanted to think that Aaron was lying about it. And we went on and went, no, actually, Aaron was telling the truth. Here's what Mikey is saying about it. Some of it was leading the witness. I get that criticism. Maybe the interview style could have been better. It definitely could have been better. And I definitely didn't need to play as many clips as I played from that. So I understand the error in my ways on this. But let's see. Aaron is very excited about it. He came back Monday. And he can't wait to gloat and accept this big W. Or does he? Let's find out.
That we need to be concerned. That's apparently the message we're getting today. No, so yes, for all the people saying, Aaron, say it, another win for the toe, another win for the toe. I didn't win anything. Here's what happened.
People lost.
Right. Everything I said turned out to be true. Every analysis I've ever given of these people turned out to be true. But here's the thing. I can't come out and say I was right, ha, 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 because then I'm the asshole and everything. So basically, this is not a win for the toe.
All right. The reason why I'm playing this clip first, I want everyone to remember that Aaron starts the show by saying, and he didn't start the show. Johnny joined an hour in. But Aaron is saying, I'm not taking this as a W, guys. I will not declare this a win for the toe. See if that
sticks.
See if that sticks for the entire episode.
This is a massive fucking L for those guys. It's a big difference. Because I didn't win anything. Here's what you need to understand. I knew I was telling the truth the entire time. I know that every story I tell on this show is... It's like a movie based on a true story. It's like, yes, what happened, happened.
Oh, no. He doesn't even realize how dumb that is. Every story I tell on the show is like a movie based on a true story. You don't realize how much of the truth is stretched when movies are based on true stories? How it's not even close?
Well, that whenever he quotes a movie, I don't know the fucking movie.
Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. That he's like, guys, you could... take what I'm saying to the bank. It's like, when a movie is based on a true story. So fiction.
If you're anybody who tells a story, they're embellishing or heightening the size of the fish or anything else for effect in the story. But I'm telling you the straight facts. They didn't. They lied to you. They made shit up, and they've been lying to you for 2 years, and now you finally found out they've been lying to you, and it hurts really bad.
This is the disconnect for me. This is the part I'm confused by. So I came on and ate a lot of shit for this, too. Because I played clips where I went, look at this. Aaron was nicknamed Larry Bird. And they did think he was a fun guy to play basketball with. And Aaron's takeaway is, they're lying to you. No. Actually, just the opposite. I don't have to play any of that interview. We don't have to play any of those things.
Nope.
We could have buried all of it, pretended it never happened. Instead, we came out and went, hey, check this out. That thing that Aaron said that we all thought was bullshit.
Surprise.
Yeah, turns out there's some reality going on over here. And Aaron's takeaway is, see, these guys are lying. That's fun. It's a fun way to spin things if you're an idiot and don't know how words work. But he said it wasn't a win. I'm not sure that that's true.
I went and played basketball. I went to see if old Larry Jailbird. I felt like celebrating, the big W for the toe.
What the fuck just happened? He's celebrating a W for the toe.
That did not take long.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, actually.
The W was sweet this morning, but it was even sweeter the rest of the day when all of the boys involved with that abortion catastrophe of a show, some are calling it the worst show of all time.
Of any show?
Somebody's saying that, huh?
Wow, that's pretty fun. I feel like that's a badge of honor, right? I hosted the worst show of all time. That's cool.
Watching them all retreat to their hug boxes to try and assure themselves they're not the biggest failure pieces of shit who ever existed. I did a drive-by on them today. I just did a quick 30-minute. I lit up the street and then I walked away and did the rest of the show because my audience expects a real show. They have a higher standard than those people.
And yet you spent an hour and a half talking about it on your show. What's crazy to me on this one, he goes, I did a drive-by, I spent 30 minutes doing some research. Like, holy shit, finally. Yeah. Play a clip. This is great. Right. You went and you watched, and you're talking about us going to our hug boxes and all this stuff. Cool. Well, he'll definitely be playing the clip then.
So I had to do a quick little street sweeper, quick little drive-by. You don't really need to do much when those guys bomb as badly as they did and expose themselves to the world and prove Aaron right. So I just had to do a quick drive-by, kneel on the football, run out the clock, game's over, win for the toe. They all retreated to the hug boxes, trying to convince their audiences, but it sounded more like trying to convince themselves they didn't look like complete retards. And look, I'm glad I could make them do it. I'm glad I could make them do it without lifting a goddamn finger. It really was something special. The only thing that pisses me off is that they with a decent guy who needs something other than what the system is giving him, and I hope people can put their hate of me aside and realize that was a real piece of shit thing to do.
We're going to get more into Mikey in a moment because it's very funny how Aaron has flip-flopped on Mikey yet again. We've played on this program when he got out of jail. Mikey's a great guy. He just needs a second chance. He's misunderstood. The system's fucking him over. It's corrupt. And then the next week he's on there with Johnny joking about, could you imagine if Mikey was over here? I mean, I got that fire pit in the back. That wouldn't be good. You don't want this guy anywhere near a match. If a bad thing's going to happen. And he's making all these jokes about it. And then we interview Mikey and Aaron's like, this guy's the salt of the earth. One of the greatest guys anyone will ever fucking be. Wow. That's cool. So I wanted to know what hug box I was going to. I was confused by that because I didn't really do any emergency shows or anything special. I've just been following my usual routine, my usual schedule. And then I find out, Aaron talks about it later, where he saw me coping with this horrific interview.
Truly, let me get on your show so I can cope to you. And you'll just nod and tell me I'm right. It does bring me perverse joy.
I had to reach out to Shuli and ask if I could be on my show that I host with Shuli every single week, Point Dabble Point. So in Aaron's mind, now listen, I know he always tells the truth, and that's been proven, so we can never say that Aaron's gaslighting or misinformed or retarded ever again. But no, I didn't ask Shuli if I could be on my show. Shuli and I do that show every Monday, and Shuli asked me. That was the first question. Actually, I went on Drew's show yesterday, and that was the first question out of his mouth, too. He was like, what happened with this little piggy? So apparently that's a big topic that's been going around. If you talk to me, that's what people want to know about. It makes sense. So the one thing that I think we all predicted when we saw This Little Piggy go south, and we saw the revolt from the This Little Piggy viewers, is that we knew Aaron would overplay his hand. As soon as he gets a little taste of that victory, we knew he wouldn't be able to just take it in stride, move along. Like, all right, whatever. I'm glad that it was proven. I'm pretty good at basketball, and people recognize me. Moving on. I'm doing my show. You guys, we don't dwell on this. Obviously, those guys stink. I'm great. No. He's overplaying his hand in multiple ways. This one I think is just my favorite one. Is that now, he's always been the boxing guy. He's a stud boxer. He teaches the kids. He could fight 5 of us in one day. All of this stuff. Well, now it turns out this guy is all over the court.
And yeah, Larry Jailbird made his return to the court today. Larry Jailbird made a comeback, and I turn this off if you don't like Aaron talking about his basketball acumen. If you don't like the idea that you watch podcasts of dorks who care what people think and who stalk people, and you don't want to hear a guy talk about how he's still playing basketball at a pickup game level.
Did he say turn it off if I don't want to hear about a guy who plays basketball at a pickup game level?
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is leaving that show on? Who's going, I can't wait to hear about this guy who plays basketball at a pickup game level. Please tell me more about that.
Someone was about to turn it off. He's like, oh, pickup game.
A pickup game, you say, huh?
Just turn this off. You're not going to like it. I went in today.
He's got a photo to prove he was at the gym. He's showing empty basketball courts now on the screen. He can't ever play a clip. He talks about how we're embarrassing ourselves. I thought he was going to play shit from like me reading super chats and shit. That would be great.
Yeah.
He had an opportunity to be like, dude, look at this. People are pounding Carl. Well, Carl's got no defense for this. It's amazing. Instead, he goes, check this out. I took a photo of the gym playing basketball.
And the gym became a little more populated as time went on. I warmed up and did all of that stuff. And Larry I don't know what it is about Larry Jailbird, but black people walk up to Larry Jailbird and talk to him about basketball, because I think I was one of 2 white guys there. And I was wearing my Troy Bell Boston College jersey that I wore in high school, still fits. And I was wearing my Gophers basketball shorts.
That's fascinating.
And
Please go on.
One of the black guys comes up to me. He goes, oh, man, yo, you sneaky, you trouble. I'm like, well, no, not me. He goes, no, man, you got like the matching shit on. That was Boston College and U of M, so the colors are similar, but it's not matching. But he's like,
this is amazing. Now, anytime he talks to a black person, he's like, this is going to make big news. I talked to a black guy. We had a conversation. Let's see what this little piggy does with this one, huh?
He's also flexing that accent like he's earned it now.
Yeah.
Like he's been accepted.
They're all boys now. Yeah, it's great.
You brought the matching shit, man. You're serious. You mean? I'm like, no, man. I told him, I go, no, man, I'm old and I'm slow. He goes, nah, you got that sneaky shit like Luka Doncic. And I'm like,
this is a conversation that did not need to be recounted on the show. Holy shit.
If it
also did not happen.
Yeah.
Whoa. I will not stand here and allow you guys to think that Aaron's not telling anything but the exact truth all the time. You know, if a movie was based on a true story, that's how Aaron tells the truth.
Oh, God, they're not.
I interviewed this black man. And
oh, great. Let's see what you have to say.
This Friday.
Yeah, he was still weeping after Aaron dunked on him. He's like, I'll never go back to the Y ever again.
Sneaky.
And then I was like, when he said that, I was like, I can tell this story on the air, and I can make, 5% of the people watching really angry and mad. They didn't say that to Toe. He's a piece of shit.
Am I part of that 5%?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, you already know. Your cover's been blown. Black people love me. You already know that I am a basketball savant, and
black people that are forced to be what is it about with Minnesota? He thinks all black people are the same. That's great.
I am white. So Larry Jailbird, a Luka reference. I'm not a Luka guy. I don't like the Lakers, so I'd rather stick with Larry Jailbird. But look, I'd like to tell you that, that jail was a fluke and I can't ball anymore, but I balled a little today.
I didn't know where he was going with that. Jail's not a fluke. It's going to happen again.
Right? No shit. That's what I'm predicting.
A little today. Now, it is the St. Cloud YMCA. So if you need to give them a phone call to interview them and ask me if Aaron was out on the basketball court today or if he checked in, make sure you get the right YMCA. I don't want you to be upset. You guys are not going to live that down, by the way. I'm going to pull that card every single time because I don't think they realize how pathetic it is yet. They're still in denial. And we all do, and it's really funny.
I agree. You all totally know better than we do, and you're killing it. You're killing us with it. Please stop. Please put the hammer down. I can't take it anymore, Aaron. It's too much.
If you're going to pull that card, could you at least tell the story right? You guys didn't have to play that interview like you've already pointed out.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's very fun how excited Aaron is.
I know.
That he thinks that he's got this whole team behind him now. I'm not even going to play all the clips. Watch Patrick Melton. He went through all of the clips. I just, there's certain things that stuck out to me that I thought were funny. So we're not going to go through it. But it's crazy how Aaron's talking about this being a religion and people converting from their religion. Like, he's lost his fucking mind of what he thinks any of this is. We do a show once a week making fun of you, Aaron. Relax.
So yes, it was fun to play basketball again today. I'm sorry that so many people had to I bet you those guys are in a group text together, and all since Friday, they've been texting each other in group text, coping like, this doesn't make us look that bad. Aaron's still like a really bad guy and blah, blah. And it was...
Hold on a second. Did he even watch the show? I had both Tukey and Melton clowning me. Do you think that stops when the show ends? You don't think I'm getting made fun of in the group text afterwards?
Yeah.
Still,
do you think all of a sudden Melton has my back? Hey, Carl, I said some rude things to you, but just so you know.
It was a bit.
Yeah, it was a bit. We're cool, right? No, it's none of that.
Going on today. They heard me roast him, and they went, oh, you know he's totally wrong about everything, right? Julie, let me get on your show so I can cope to you, and you'll just nod and tell me I'm right. It does bring me perverse joy. No, Pen 15 Fathead says, I think you need...
So yeah, I think that's fun. That all we did was play the actual clips, and weird. I didn't remember to seethe on that episode.
I love how the only way a W could happen is without his help.
Yes,
against his will. That's the only way he can have a win.
I was accused of smile talking. That is something that I was accused of doing.
That does happen from time to time.
From time to time, yeah.
All right, here's more of him overplaying his hand. So now he thinks that like Mikey's a hero in all of this. And so not only is he overplaying that he's great at basketball, that's one of his identities now. Mm-hmm. You know, this nickname he gave himself. That's one of the things we were making fun of him for, is that he gave himself nicknames in jail. The only one that he didn't give himself was Larry Bird. He's already changed that to Larry Jailbird. That's his new nickname for himself.
Well, it's tough for me because like I saw him as a boxer. Like that defined him to me. So having to make this adjustment takes a little time.
It's going to take some time for me as well. I would like to see not just a still image, but I'd like to see him on the basketball court, because we've seen him at karaoke.
A stock image of a gym, any gym. That's all I need. No.
Adam, we've seen him sing karaoke before. He's not good with pitch or timing or lyrics.
He's got an invisible touch.
It really is. It's not even karaoke. He's just singing along with a singer, and he still can't get it right. So I'd love to see this basketball prowess that he claims to have now. You know, when he's not playing mentally deficient people who have been locked away from us. I wonder how good he is. But all right, this is more of him overplaying his hand that he was given.
But Carl interrupting as many times as he did, he had a feeling that if he let that play, it would have burned everything to the ground. So he had to stop. And this is a common Carl thing. Does it with John all the time, too. Wait until you guys find out that John isn't the supervillain that you guys have painted him to be the last 4 years. He's just kind of a dopey guy. But that's for a different... Let's not question too much in one day.
That's amazing. So now, because I played the interview that showed that Aaron was telling the truth, you're welcome, Aaron, that proves that Stuttering John is a good guy. We've been making all of this shit up about John all this time and pulling the wool over everyone's eyes about him. Can you believe it? OJ's going to be pissed when he finds out.
This is why he repeats himself. It keeps getting larger and larger the more he tells it. Now... It wasn't just, the takeaway was that you're not a good interviewer. It was never that he's a good guy. No one put that in there. I think it's a really common practice in true crime podcasts to reach out to former cellmates and people. It happens all the time. Then it's up to the person listening whether they want to believe it or not. I would say that putting $100 on their commissary and then asking questions that were yes or no and setting it up like you were a fan of his, like you're making a documentary on this guy, Aaron, let him think, I'll give this guy whatever he wants. They seem to want to hear nice things about him. So that's what he said.
Yep.
What I'm wondering, which is not the way to go about that kind of thing, but what I'm hung up on is why everyone now just believes a Mikey. Like, everything this Mikey says is now true. Where in any other situation, they would never believe someone in prison who was just given $100 and is being asked questions being led by the interviewer. They would just discount it. If it was about some serial killer that told a story about their time, spent with the serial killer, we'd just move on. We wouldn't think about it. Why is everybody believing Mikey? Like, he said Larry Bird, and you said something so interesting. You said, Aaron's the kind of guy to manipulate people. I believe Aaron's the kind of guy that comes back to his cell and is like, oh, they love me out there. They're all calling me Larry Bird. Mm-hmm. So you're like, did they give him nicknames? Yeah, they called him Larry Bird. Or maybe he was good at it, but that was it. Everything else was just, yeah, I think so. Maybe that last one. Yeah. I don't believe a fucking word this guy says.
Moody was asking questions. I'm not throwing Moody under the bus. This isn't his fault. But he was asking questions like, did he ever bring up Nick or Kayla or April? He's like, yeah, he was talking about Kayla. Oh, does he like Kayla? Yeah, it was favorable stuff he was saying. Did you ever say another win for the toe? Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think he did. That's what he said.
Right, yeah. That was basically what the interview was. I didn't need to play most of that.
Which is like, it's the number one how you don't interview someone in prison is all of those steps. You don't do that. But, Aaron's always the guy who's like, listen, there's a imprisoned arsonist with a long record and no chance of getting out of there, and we have to believe what he has to say about this. We're going to take his word because they're always on the side of Mikey's.
All right, well, I was really happy for Aaron to get this victory, this W. It doesn't happen very often, and we all know that W's are nice, but the goal is really the most important thing. That's the crucial thing. Aaron has said this before. He's like, I don't care if you guys like me or not. I don't care how many people watch me. Mm-hmm. If I hit the goal, that's it. That's the be-all, end-all of doing the show. So I was actually a little surprised when later on in this very program where he's doing these victory laps and gloating so much, he's having some problems hitting the goal.
See, this is why the big W for me doesn't matter for my audience, because they didn't give a shit and they probably didn't even know it happened anyway. 09 Canyon says, why was today supposed to be a big day? Exactly. My audience is full of such good, decent people who just don't know about this AIDS and cancer. I really should just do what they want me to do. Cheeseburger Pie says, I'm not surprised because you wasted an hour on shitty YouTube drama. Well, I thought because it involved me and the host of your show looking really good, I thought you'd want to see it.
Of course you did.
Oh, that's why.
It's because you're a narcissist. And so you're like, oh, my audience. And I've said this before. Aaron makes a show for Aaron. Aaron makes a show that there's one person who would really enjoy it. And that's himself.
But you didn't. And now 120. All right, enough fucking around. Let's, I know you want to see Panicky Pete, Aaron, and everything else. I would like to see you guys just knock this thing out because I hate this part of the show. I love the show. It's a great time and everything else, but 120, dude. We need to get moving on this. 120 does not work for me, brother.
So this is actually the point that I was trying to make. It took me a little too long to get there, obviously, on This Little Piggy. The point I was making with the Mikey interview is that it proved Aaron was actually having a better time behind bars than he does in his life because of the goal. The goal torments him. The reason why the Beggy monster was born, one of our favorite characters. Oh, yeah. Step aside, Tukey. The Beggy monster's coming. Let's see if we can get the Beggy monster for Hackamania. That'll move some tickets.
Mikey, did Aaron ever mention the goal?
Did the Beggy monster ever come out while he was in jail? No. In fact, he said he hadn't seen the Beggy monster in days. He was in a really good mood. This is what torments Aaron more than anything. He'd rather be playing cribbage with some inmates.
120 does not work. So we need some of those big, fake, huge donos coming in that usually come in. We can't make it on the size audience we have, just throwing a little bit in at a time. We need big, fat fucking whales to make us feel like we're really doing an actual show.
That's the quiet part you're saying. God damn it.
Approachable says, you don't look good in that shit. The only thing that shows is you're obsessed with them as they are with you. It makes you look sad and pathetic like you need them and you deserve a miss today. Oh, sorry, I celebrated that a bunch of retards proved me right. Veldrain with $1 says they told...
It was actually some pretty good advice. They just skipped right past. All right.
The Knights of Knee to stop it, and that's all it took to stop that fraud.
All right. So I just thought that was funny that Aaron's just like, this is going to be such a great day. He was all excited about Monday. And then the 5th hour, he's going, guys, how come no one's giving me money? What's going on? Right.
I've never seen him look more relaxed than he did when he was shitting on everybody. He was just looking straight into the camera. There was no more fake people around him. He wasn't spinning. He was just talking. And now, by the time we're dealing with the goal, he's back to his old twitches and
it's not good for
all his
him.
tension.
It is.
His
not
voice
good
is
for
getting
him.
more hoarse, isn't it? It's getting more and more like choked up the more he talks.
Well, he also he talks about his overall assessment.
It was really, really, really bad.
Good stuff, Aaron. I appreciate that he's able to break it down for us like that.
Don't bog us down with details.
Yeah. No, just get right to it. That's good. Listen to what he says about his buddy Mikey here.
The one thing I am pissed off about, I will say this. Mikey's a really good guy, and I like Mikey.
Okay, so one of the things that we did on This Little Piggy, Moody actually decided to have this part up, was explain that Mikey's not a really good guy. Mikey has a horrible track record and criminal past that makes it seem like you wouldn't want to be around Mikey. Mikey has punched COs while he's in jail. He's very violent. He threatens people with knives. He sets people's houses on fire.
Yeah, he doesn't like blankets.
Yeah, right. He's very pissed off at blankets for some reason. Maybe he grew up with Michael Jackson. I don't know. So Aaron is very concerned. Now, this is the part that I was astonished by. Because Aaron is such a pussy. He has to get the law involved in everything he does. And I didn't realize that he would go to these lengths, but he's very concerned for his buddy Mikey after this interview happened. And remember, this is the same Aaron who was joking about, I would never have Mikey over to the house. Are you kidding me? This guy's dangerous.
Right.
that'd be nuts. And now, because we interviewed Mikey and Mikey made him look good, he's done another 180 on him.
They publicized all of his thoughts, everything else. A guy who's considered not competent to stand trial right now. So a guy who's got mental health problems isn't competent to stand trial yet. They interviewed that guy under false pretenses and then released it to the world. Now, I don't know if that could have an impact on him in jail. I'm going to call Stearns County today.
Okay, this is insane. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part that came out of all of this. And I knew fun things would happen this week, but I didn't expect this. Does he think that Stearns County Jail follows the Dabbleverse? He's like, I hope this doesn't have negative consequences on him. I mean, I don't remember this being covered by Fox News or the New York Times. It was just an episode of This Little Piggy.
I don't understand his complaint in this.
It's crazy. He's concerned for his buddy Mikey that there's a negative consequence to Mikey talking to us and then us playing that on YouTube.
What false pretenses was he under?
That's a whole other thing, too.
Okay.
Moody goes, we want to talk to you about St. Cloud, Minnesota radio hosts.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, that's what we did.
Who is it? Is it Woods in Shawshank Redemption? Who's the old man?
I don't know.
The guy who kills himself at the end?
Yeah.
This is Aaron. He misses prison so much. He's coming up with excuses to go back.
He wants to go back there.
I don't know if that could have an impact on him in jail. I'm going to call Stearns County today. I'm going to let them know what happened because I don't want him getting in trouble.
That's my favorite Aaron right here. The delusion is amazing. Not only is he coming up with this wild idea that Mikey's going to get into trouble, but Aaron's the one who can solve that. Aaron, who just spent 7 days there, is going to be able to call them up and be like, hey, I vouch for Mikey. He's good. All right, never mind. We were going to punish him for this, but if you say he's cool, he's cool. Like, why would he think that for a second unless he thinks his audience is dumb or he's dumb? It can only be those things.
Well, he made it clear that there are COs listening to the show, even though they're never in the chat and they don't donate. Even though I'm in there asking, they're never showing themselves. So I guess it's because they're trying to protect their jobs. I get it.
Sure.
But he thinks they're beating on Mikey inside the jail, and then the phone rings and the camera pushes in on the guy, and they're like, stop! It's radio. He says stop.
We got radio on the horn over here.
Yeah. He said the
Mikey
word.
alone. He's one of the good ones.
I want to explain to them that Mikey didn't do anything wrong. This is not anything Mikey did.
Yeah, no shit.
Mikey was taken advantage of. I don't want to see Mikey get moved because people like him there.
Why the fuck would they move him? Why would having a phone call with us that was recorded, where Mikey gave out information on how to contact him because he was looking for companionship?
Yeah.
Why in the hell would they have to move him after this? What does he think happened? Or what is he pretending happened, I guess, is the real question. I don't think Aaron's this dumb, right? Can't be this stupid.
Mikey has friends there. Like, this is what kind of pissed me off. Like, as much as people want to say, win for the toe, win for the toe. I'm sorry. I guess I'm more of a human being than a lot of you thought.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, now we're going to get to performative Aaron here. So now he's taking out a character. After gloating for 40 minutes straight, now he's like, and by the way, I'm very pissed off on behalf of my buddy Mikey. Like, you are?
If jail was such a pleasant place for him and everyone else involved,
sure.
Why is Mikey in such peril?
Because he talked to us.
I know.
He talked to a guy from New Zealand.
Yeah. And everyone had a good time.
Yeah, I know. It's so stupid.
Guy doesn't deserve that. And this guy has friends. And this is this guy's home. This is where this guy's living right now.
Yeah, for a reason.
He has a very serious case pending, and he can't make bail, and he can't get out. And this is what I'm talking about with the problem of our system. Just because this guy's poor, he can't go home. He can't go anywhere because he's poor.
Well, that and the arson.
Yeah.
Also, the arson is why he can't go anywhere.
You know, Patrick Melton pointed this out. If Aaron's so concerned about Mikey not being able to post bail in order to get out, couldn't Aaron do that?
Some of those sweet gold dollars.
Couldn't Aaron post his bail? He's just like, man, my buddy in there, he doesn't have enough money to do anything. We had to give your buddy Mikey money. Moody did. I had nothing to do with that. But
so he would say what we wanted, but
not the point. I can just see Moody yelling at the screen right now. We gave him money. What the fuck?
He hasn't been convicted of anything yet. He's not even considered competent to stand trial. This is where he has to live. Wait
a second. So is he there because he's poor or crazy?
Yeah, he's got in for vagrancy.
It sounded like crazy is really, he can't even stand trial. He's not competent enough. So, okay, so poor has nothing to do with anything then, right?
Did you guys drive him crazy?
I think he was already
about
crazy.
The fires.
Not cool, man.
There's no other choice. And you invaded that and you took it away. So I'm going to make sure Stearns County knows Mikey had these internet guys and their feelings. I don't care.
Whoa. He is standing up for the little guy.
Yeah.
Fuck us big fat cats living large on YouTube.
I like Mikey. I know Mikey personally. I got Mikey's back, and I'm not going to let him be.
This is great. I love this. Aaron is team Mikey. Aaron, you got to go all the way through with this. You can't just like shit on Mikey next week. You got to help him get out. You got to have him on the show, invite him over to your house. This is going to be fantastic.
A pawn in some kind of really shitty, autistic, mentally ill, love drama obsession somebody has with me so that he can get hurt. Because nobody gives it, and that's the thing. A lot of these guys in there, what Moody and Carl and Patrick did, and make no mistake, they were all in on it.
That's the other thing, too. He's trying to do a divide and conquer. He's like, Tukey's cool.
Yeah.
I like Tukey.
That was noticeable.
Yeah, I like that guy. So he's trying to get it to be like, yeah, I'm done with you guys. I'm Team Aaron now, as if that's what's going to happen next.
What these guys did was what Mikey has had people do to him probably his entire life.
What we did, we tried to get him laid. We gave him money. What else are we supposed to do for this guy?
Yeah, actually, that hasn't been happening throughout Mikey's life.
I feel like we were the good ones in all of this. And it seemed like he had a good time talking to us. When the phone call ended, he's just like, all right, can I call you guys back? We're like, yeah. We'll be here. It's fine. This is just a quick one, then we'll move on. But I love performative Aaron. Because he's really bad at this acting thing that he does. No one's buying it.
They're not going to get this poor bastard in trouble. I will see to that. That part I didn't like. Because that's the real life part. That's not the internet part. I mean, now that you guys who all hate the toe have seen that I was telling the truth about my experience in there, I'll use that part now so you can take this to the bank. As they say, I'll keep it a buck. That's a good guy, and I'm not going to let anybody his shit up. So yes, I will be contacting everyone I need to contact to let them know you have an inmate. He didn't do anything wrong. He was taken advantage of by leeches, liars, and parasites. Just Mikey's all right. These guys did it, not Mikey. Because that's the last thing a guy like Mikey needs.
So This is fantastic. Now Aaron can tell no lies. Because they nicknamed him Larry Bird, nothing he says is a lie ever again. That's fun. That's a fun way to live your life right there.
So when you sit here and you go, oh, I guess...
But wait a second. After he said that, then he said that Mikey was a really good guy, and Mikey's actually a piece of shit, horrible human. So I'm confused. Am I the one who didn't understand the rap sheet?
It's like some sort of logic puzzle.
Yeah, right?
You just kept saying he's incompetent over and over again.
Yes, he did say that a lot.
Toe was telling the truth. Toe was telling the truth. Here's another thing Toe was telling the truth about. I have a shitload of empathy for people like Mikey. I learned a lot about people like Mikey while I was in there, and I don't like the way our system treats people like Mikey and Alec and everybody else I was in there with.
Which is why you're going to become an attorney, a defense attorney, who helps people out, like Saul Goodman before he turned bad.
Yeah.
And if only all of the hosts of the White Power Hour all over the world could get locked up in a room with a Mikey for a week, they'd come out totally different.
I know, he's learned so many lessons, hasn't he? The main takeaway is I'm really good at basketball, but also these poor people, the
main takeaway is that Mikey's like them. They like him, and there's nothing we can do about it.
The system treats them. I'm one of the lucky ones. I can look after myself. Those guys...
Well, that's I guess your white privilege, Aaron. Congratulations on that. Very impressed. Anyway, I just loved that. I had so much fun watching Aaron's response to the disastrous episode of This Little Piggy. I knew that Aaron would be feeling all of his feels and doing the big victory lap. I did not imagine he was going to be trying to get us in trouble. Because let's break this down, what this really is. He wants Moody and me to get in trouble for talking to this guy.
Yes.
That's why he's reaching out to Stearns County Correctional Facility. Like, he's going right to the police with this. Oh, did you guys know this thing? I was like, what else could he possibly be doing? He's pretending he's helping Mikey so that Mikey doesn't get moved to another facility. None of this is based in any type of reality.
I think that guy from New Zealand isn't really making a documentary. We got to... Aaron, they don't need your help. They're recording the calls. They listen to it. If they have a problem, they will deal with it. They don't need you telling on people.
Right. We have a round of Is It Gay? Now, I don't know if you guys have played this before. You can play it at home. You can play it in your car. You can keep score along with us.
You can play on my boat.
You can play in a boat. This is the game we try to figure out if Aaron Immel is going to call something gay or not, knowing that he has very little creativity. And so the punchline is usually that things are gay. Here's round one.
Now, I don't think Matan even is holding this up as some sort of giant W for him that he that he tricked or that he won a debate with Bonnie Blue while sitting next to a couple guys in a hazmat suit. But it's just, there's something frustrating about someone like her. It's like, we all want to leave you alone. We all don't want to know you exist. We don't want to talk about you. We don't want to hear about you. We just want to hear you say that you're a giant fucking whore and what you're doing is shameful. We just want to shame you in the public square one time. And that's why, in a way, Bonnie Blue is winning. Because we all just want to hear her say the words, I'm a disgusting creature, I'm fallen in the eyes of my God, and I am short of the kingdom of heaven.
Is it gay for Bonnie Blue to not feel shame for having sex with a lot of men? Adam.
First of all, it was nice to hear him finally appreciating why people like the toe. Like, that was it. He summed it up. I'm going to go with
Right.
not gay.
Carl.
I think it's not gay.
Chris.
Not gay.
Annie.
I guess it's not gay. It didn't sound gay.
Doesn't sound gay to me. All right, let's find out. I mean, very religious for some reason.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Which is weird.
And she won't do it. That's a win for the Blue.
It's a win for the Blue.
A win for the Blue.
I knew he saw himself in her. I knew it.
Right?
Right? Yeah. Not everyone's looking for W's every day of their life, idiot. Going on Matan Evans' show is wild in this day and age.
If you
know what you're going to do.
if you
I was watching that.
It was very funny.
Yeah, Bonnie Blue going on there and him just calling her a whore the whole time. It's fun. All right. We all got the first round. We all have a point. Here comes round 2.
Now, look, the internet overlooks into shit all the time. So you have to take this with a grain of salt. Yeah. I mean, they were so mad at me for being good at basketball in jail that they were like calling the jail to find out if that was true. like the jail keeps stats. And they were like, yeah, his points per game was up and a lot of production in the paint and all that stuff. Like that camel jockey Moody was like, I'm going to find someone who can talk about Aaron while he was in jail. It's like,
Was it gay for Moody to call the county jail that Aaron stayed in to see if he was lying about his time there? Annie.
I think it was, but he's going to say it's something other than gay. So not gay.
Chris.
Camel jockey?
Camel jockey, yeah. And he does the New Zealand accent all wrong, too. He's so confused by Moody. He has no idea what Moody is or what's going on there. Right. I don't know. Camel jockey with a British accent who lives in New Zealand. Shut up.
I'm so confused. I'll just go gay. Now there's an ISO for you.
That's what they're hoping is going to happen.
Carl.
Oh, that's definitely gay.
Adam.
Yeah, the way he delivered it, gay.
Okay, let's find out.
brother, no offense, but that makes you gay.
Yes.
You're now gay for me. It's gay.
Wow, that was a trifecta of gay.
All the gay.
Annie, for shame. 3 gays on that one.
I took a risk there.
You did. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to round 3.
You cannot kick her out because now you're a landlord who's kicking out some poor down on their luck person and they get to stay there. The problem is this guy lives there. The place is his.
Just kind of sidled her
or
way
hers.
in.
Sorry. She dresses up her dog. I hope the squatter stays there forever and burns the house down. Forget it. I was really ready to be on her side, but she's got her foo-foo dog in a sweater.
In a pumpkin thing.
Aaron, didn't you let Gordy wear some kind of costume for Halloween? Nope. Not at all.
Is it gay to dress up your dog for Halloween? Chris?
It is. Yes.
Carl?
That's really gay. I like that Aaron had that voice in his head where he immediately heard the criticism that was going to come in. Aaron, did you do this thing that you're making fun of? Nope. But yes, it's gay. Sorry.
Annie?
It's got to be gay.
Adam?
He will say it's gay, but it makes me hate him so much what he's saying right here.
Oh, you like dressing up dogs on Halloween, Adam?
No, I always thought it was the stupidest thing you could ever do until I got a blue-nosed pit bull and a girlfriend dressed her up against my will. And when this dog came out, she was so fucking proud of this outfit. I had no idea they actually like this shit. So I try not to speak for other species.
Next week on WATP, we're going to have photo evidence of this pit bull dressed up for Halloween.
You got it.
All right.
Her name is Maud. She's the best thing ever. It turns out she loved being dressed up. Aaron has all the answers.
Gay only goes so far with me, whether you believe that or not.
So I believe that was gay then.
Yes.
All right. So yes, he did dress up Gordy on Halloween. All right. We're through 3 rounds. We're going to round number 4. Now remember, we go 5 rounds and the final round is a 3-point round. So everyone's in the game still. It's a very close one.
All of them have all of them have drill attachments. It's all
gay. Oh no. Word.
Dicks and pussies that you unscrew your drill here and then you drop the cock or the pussy in and then you tighten that back up. So wait a minute, you're going to stick your dick in a fleshlight
and it's going to spin at high speed.
And then you're going to turn a drill onto your cock.
Is it gay to enhance sexy time with a fleshlight drill attachment? Adam?
Yeah, it's gay.
Carl?
I'm going to say no. I don't think it is.
Chris?
I'm also going to say not gay.
Annie?
Not gay.
Okay. Adam could pick up a point here.
And you're going to... Really? Dude, you've got a sex addiction. You've got a real fucking problem.
All right.
All right. All right, we're picking up some points here. We're going into round 5. Producer Chris, what's this current score?
You and I are tied in the lead.
With 4 points each, I believe.
Correct.
We are perfect in every way.
And humble.
Never forget it. All right, round 5.
Mr. Q with some great advice says, Aaron, don't worry about your looks. There's nothing you can do about it.
You can't fix them now.
That's sage advice. You know, if we were in real life just having a couple beers, that'd be a really sweet thing to say. But since you're on the internet...
Is it gay to comment on another man's looks on the internet? Annie.
Not gay?
Carl.
I think it's gay.
Adam.
Gotta be gay.
Chris.
Definitely seems gay. I will go gay, but I feel like it's a trap.
It is a trap, Chris. You and I, it's Wednesday night. We should go to Mass tonight. I'm going to show you that it is a trap.
Let me do the response that everyone's going to have. You're gay! Shut up!
All right.
Everyone's going to have. You mean your response every time, Aaron. Are you trying to pin this on us?
I stand corrected.
Like we're the problem. All right. What are the scores right now? I know I'm asking for a lot of math right now.
You and I have 5 points.
Okay.
Adam has 4, and he's got 3.
Okay. So again, it's anyone's game. The way this round works, it's not, is it gay? We are going to watch the setup to this, and then Megan's going to give us 3 different choices of what Aaron's going to call this. We have to figure it out for 3 points and the victory.
Game was that strong. King Kong Dong says you don't want too many assists in jail. They'll take it the wrong way. Assists. Yeah, it has ass in it. Nobody's fucking anybody. Dude, if you fuck somebody in the butt in prison, you're doing what you have to do to survive. If you fuck someone in the butt in county jail, I got news for you.
I got nervous right there because it was a similar sentence. I didn't want to screw up like I did last week. All right, Megan, what are we looking at here?
If you fuck somebody in the butt in county jail, are you desperate, lonely, or gay?
Oh.
Desperate, lonely, or gay?
Okay.
I'll start with Adam.
Do you want to call a friend? Do you need a lifeline?
Just kind of try to put myself in that situation.
Don't think too hard.
Yeah, it was so distracting how uncomfortable he was talking about dick and pussy, but just how like fucking in the butt.
Yeah, he loves
He was
that.
so comfortable.
It's so funny.
I'm going to go with lonely.
Carl.
I think it's gay.
Chris.
I gotta go gay.
Annie.
Then I have to go desperate if I want to win.
All right, that's right. That's how the game works.
Come on, gay.
Please be lonely.
That
please
means
be
you're
lonely.
Makes you gay.
Yeah, you're a homo.
Producer Chris and I tie for the victory
Yay.
today.
We're having a gay off.
So, Megan, I need you to put together a tiebreaker round for us right now. Get that over into my inbox in the next 2.5 minutes.
No.
It's all right. I don't mind. I don't mind.
That's the correct answer. You win.
Who are these podcasts? WATP.